are you doing the TKS thing?
I'm doing it via Twitch. Can you send out my Twitch link real quick?
Sure.
It's I moved cooking PDX all the way down to like fucking I archived that shit because I don't think that's like important anymore.
Do you just want me to post it in announcements?
Yeah, it's something live.
Okay. Do you want me to add everyone like at here or no?
You just add everyone.
Okay.
I gotta make sure that this shit fucking records.
Again, that is the rules. Now the
Alright, perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be recording. Let's see if anybody joins.
Oh yeah, 11 people.
Alright, cool. Let's fucking do this shit. Yeah, I'll save it so you guys can watch it later. I'm trying to OBS change, so I don't understand how to use the new OBS. Alright, anyways, um, everybody should have got an email from TKS. If you didn't get an email from TKS, like open a ticket and let me know what happens, and so I can open a ticket and tell me your order number so I can double check. But everybody should got their TKS link with the download link with their key and everything, the document. So you guys can join the Discord. Their Discord's pretty useful. Um, Let me see. All right, so to install it, everybody sees the links and everything. So I'm not gonna show my email, but normally you just go ahead and download the link. The link they provide, it's the Kickstation download app. Just go ahead and install that. You can deactivate from Discord, or you can deactivate from Discord, or you can deactivate it from the API link. Is my internet even working? What the fuck? Let me reset my server real quick. I don't know. AWS has been acting pretty weird with me lately too. It's been like not giving me connection. Yeah, if you notice the email they have, uh, if you scroll to the bottom, you can reset your key via the web page, the API. I guess I'll just copy this email. Notes. Not gonna show my key. Delete. you gotta open the ticket, man. Don't respond. So this was the email you guys should have got, and the key thing you have to remember is this is PC Windows only. So if you have a Mac, you're gonna have to create a server, either AWS or Google Cloud. You know, your Discord invite. But yeah, this is the download link. Where is it? Right here. Let me make sure my internet works first. What the fuck is wrong with my server? Are you fucking serious? The server doesn't even, the internet doesn't even work. That's trash. I guess I'll open another server. Fuck it. So, everybody's, you just go ahead and put the link in here. It's gonna download. Shut off the instance. I'm gonna turn off my Discord sound real quick because it's kind of annoying. Notifications. Alright, cool. It's off. So you're gonna go ahead and download it and you're gonna install it. If you're on your desktop or on your computer, it doesn't matter. Finished. Then it has recommendations of softwares that you would need for it. So it always recommends you to have Net Framework 7.2, Net Framework 6.2, and all those. So just go ahead and copy and paste them and download them. So a lot of people are wondering, when you download manually, just gonna download, install, and run. People are wondering, hey, how do I know if I'm 64-bit? Well, if you're running a server, it's gonna be installed already. It'll tell you if it's installed or not. So go ahead and go back to the next document and install the next one. You don't technically have to do this, but normally if your computer is new enough, you don't need any of this stuff, but you can always double check. So better be safe than sorry. So it's already installed. Hmm. What the fuck? I, why did... Sorry, I gotta do something for Joe real quick. Anyway, okay, that's done. Alright, so make sure you have C++, the variables. These are really important. If you don't have these, the bot's gonna not run very smooth. So people are wondering if you have 64, 86-bit or 64-bit. The best way to figure out is when you go to my computer and you right click, then it'll tell you right here your system operating is a 64-bit. So That's how you know. So I open the 64-bit. Agree, install. Successful. On to next one. I don't think it'll let me install this one because I already have the newest one installed, but go ahead and download 64-bit. I am going to clear some stuff off my server because it's taking up too much space. Logs. Okay, now I open TKS and it should open pretty much fine. I'm going to enter my key. So in your email, if you don't join the Discord and you need to deactivate your key, the key information is right here to reset your key. This is the web page. If you have like sometimes there's a common error, it's the error validating license bug. It'll tell you what to do. But this is pretty much TKS. This is the main. Yeah, boot camp's free for Mac, but I wouldn't run it on my boot camp. But this is the main interface. This is where you create all your tasks, start it, and everything. This is where you create the actual task per web page. This is where you actually put your profiles. Option is tells you what bot version you are, when your license expires. You can put your Discord webhook in here. Proxies where you input your proxies. Quick tasks. Um, I don't really use this, but if based on the monitors, so in our new monitoring system in 2.0, you can have it set to quick tasks where if you click a link, it will just go straight to TKS and all the tasks will populate. Logins are like logins for each page. So if you want, instead of forgetting your logins, you go ahead and like create an undefeated logins, and it'll be in here. So let's go ahead and start it off. So we'll go ahead and do a test profile. So I'll go ahead and put my name, Justin, last name's Quatch. Put an address, 123 First Street Drive. We're gonna do Portland, Oregon, because that's where I'm from. Portland, zip code is 123456. Email jquatch07@cookingpdx.com. My phone number is 503-123-4567. Make sure you have a profile name. I'm gonna put this as test profile. Um, if your billing address is not same as your delivery address, you go ahead and click this and you fill out your delivery address. But I'm gonna leave it as yes for now. Payment details. I am going to use a privacy card. Mish, do you have a $1 privacy card?
Let me check. I don't think so.
I can probably I think Anthony has one he gave me. So $1 privacy card. So as you can see, it says once per checkout. Um, you don't have to do this, but like I always click no, just because. But like if you want to, for example, like foot sites, you can't check out in the same profile on the assembly page. So if you check out two pairs on finish line with the same profile, I mean foot action or like Champs or East Bay or something like that, the other pair is going to ghost and the only one's going to go through. Some Shopify web pages care, so you can change this whenever you want. So after you save the profile, test profile is here, and you can go back and set this to yes, save, and as you can tell, you go back, it's still there, but I want to put this as no for testing purposes. So the first thing I would recommend everybody to do is create group sizes. Um, so normally I would do like kids breakdown sizes, and I'll do like 4, 5, 6, because kid size only goes up to 7. And I click save, then I'll do, I call this adults. Then I'll do 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. I normally go to 10, so that's why it's for me. So I go ahead and click save. Then I'll put this one as called full size, and I'll just go from 4 to 10. I'll explain why I'm doing this in a second. 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 8.5, 9. Alright. So go say for example we're gonna do foot action. I don't have a proxy in here, but I can pull a proxy real quick. So let's go back a couple of steps. So once you create your profile, you should always make sure like you have some kind of proxy in here. So let me grab some proxies from here. I'll add paste proxies. You can name these whatever proxy provider. It's best I normally name the providers I use. So if these were like West proxies, I put West proxies, and I'll save. But these are not West proxies. You can always double check if they work, because the test web page they're using is Google or whatever pages you're using. Click go, and it's live and it's testing. So I go back to here to say I change this to foot action. So I always have monitoring proxies and checkout proxies there, because a lot of web pages are banned on foot sites. I mean uh, on local hosts. So if you go on localhost, for example, if you go to Foot Locker, it's banned. So you can't check out on localhost, but you can do on your desktop. Even Yeezy supply is banned on um, the servers. So for SKU, normally we would post out like a link of a product. So I'm gonna go ahead and go pull an SKU. So for example, um, let me see. What's the bread SKU? Can you send that to me?
Yeah, one second. For
For
foot action?
just send me for. Actually, I pulled it. It's right here. It's for. I'm just gonna pull all the sites. So for foot action, the bread SKU would normally post it. So normally for like they'll have an SKU for an adults and kids. So that's why I always do that size breakdown. So I go ahead and pick the adults. Instead of like selecting all the size over and over every task, I already have it pre-made. So I go ahead and click adults, and now the sizes come here. So I would choose any of these sizes for my task. If you have multiple profiles, you can click all profiles, but I go ahead and name it test profile. Now, a task you want to create. Payment methods, always credit card. depend on certain sizes, web pages, you can use different type of payments. I normally leave the retry and delay the same for foot sites because it normally works out for me. Quantity is always one. Um, why do I pick any available size? Because what if you get a size 16 or 14? That's why I never do available sizes because I don't want sizes like that. For foot sites, you always have desktop mode on. Then you always have to name your task. So I'll go ahead and name this task as like a foot action adults. Save. So once that's created, you go to your task is created here. I'll tell you your task is called foot action and I call it FA adults. The website, the variant keywords, um, the profile it's using, the sizes, and what proxy. So I go ahead and click start. So for foot sites, the big thing about foot sites is proxies. If they don't work, it's gonna be stuck at submitting shipping. But my proxies work, so it won't be stuck at submitting shipping, and it'll actually find the product. So I go ahead and click start, and if your proxies are bad, it will get stuck at submitting shipping. So if you're at waiting for product and the product name shows up here, should like normally say Jordan, but like it says error to adding cart because there's nothing, the product's out of stock right now. But if the product is there, it'll check out. But if you're running for restocks, you just leave it going. Proxies I recommend for foot site restocks are like data center all-in-ones, like anything from like Red Dirt, Zoom, Volcano, Oculus, or whatever. I would never recommend using Resi centers as for foot site restocks because it tends to burn your data a lot. But you can use it for initial release. Um, you can also create tasks for Shopify too. So this is where, like, for example, I don't know how to use Supreme, so I'll ask. I don't even think their Supreme works at the moment. So for example,
Yeah, it's not hitting.
yeah. So example, I want to do undefeated. So I go ahead and type in undefeated. So I can go ahead and do proxies checkout. So the type of task, so Shopify tasks are normally all about the same. So there's difference between direct links, keyword variants, and add to cart link. Normally, there's website information on the right side. It'll give you a little like brief detail about the web page. So it says they either it normally releases at 5 p.m. Eastern time or completely random. So the way direct links work is normally just say we'll give you an early link. You go ahead and post the early link in here. If you have to do keywords, keywords are like, so example today was Yeezy, so I'll do plus Yeezy, comma, plus 700 V3. Oh, thank you. I full screened it and I lost it. I'll go do undefeated again. Is it like they can't see or is it just too small?
I don't know, it's just too small, I guess, but
Is it better now?
the text, I guess TKS text is just too small in general.
Yeah. I can actually make it bigger by doing this. Oops, I cannot. Because it's my monitor.
Yeah.
Because I have a high screen resolution monitor. That's why. But yeah. So monitor proxying, West proxies, direct. So keywords. I normally do a plus sign. It's a plus sign then the actual word. So today was Yeezy, comma plus 700. You know, if you just say that's your keywords. Um, so websites like this, if you don't care what size you get, you can do any available sizes. But for me, like I only choose certain sizes. So if you want to, I have these pre-made, so I can just click them and they'll go. Or if you don't care, you just click the sizes that you're looking for, or just one size. Uh, or you can do my full size run of the full size that I'll get. Profile, you can either do all profiles or the profile you want to use, one task. Credit card, so like payment method depends on the web page. They'll have credit card and PayPal. Um, I had never done PayPal. I literally own TKS for 1 month, so I don't understand how this whole thing works. For login,
PayPal, what it'll do, it'll just open a browser once it gets like payment.
yeah. For login, you have to have your user and pass already in the login pool. You click in here and it'll apply the login for you. Power mode. So these are the different modes. So extra safe mode is technically is supposed to be their anti-bot mode for web pages like undefeated, Kith, and like DSM and stuff. Safe mode is more of a mode that's meant for modes that have a password page up, like DSM. But you should always run extra safe mode too. Power mode is it's in other bots they call it fast mode or normal mode, and it's pretty much like a web page with no like captures or anything. You can just like run a full. It doesn't matter. Then restock mode is what's restock mode? I guess it's pretty much
Restock
fast.
mode is, yeah, it's just literally for restocks.
It's
It's
pretty.
super fast.
It's
Doesn't work with anti-bot.
yeah. It's fast. It's like a faster version. It's like a lower retry delay for power mode. Um,
If you're gonna use restock mode, use variants. That'll
yeah,
cook.
yeah, variants. So that's where you choose variants right here. Then user checkout. I assume a window pops up and you check out. Browser checkout is it'll send like a link to your webhook, and you're gonna go ahead and check out. Discount code, put your discount code. So if you want to create it, it'd be like I'll just call this GZ U for undefeated. I'm not gonna run the task. Oh, I don't have a login. Well, it makes me create a login. So the other things, one of the members was asking. So cookie harvester, like you don't really need this because only if you're running for EU, and they'll tell you if you need to harvest cookies or not. But none of the web pages require cookies at the moment. Shopify URL checklinks. Um, so before in the previous Yeezy Supply web pages, you were able to generate Shopify URLs. So example, I don't know if it works for any web page. So someone said they want to test out Kith. So I don't even think Kith is on here. Yeah, so you just say Kith and you want to create a URL friendly name. I would just call this test one. It's generating a URL. Done. So this is a URL generated. You can generate as many as you want. So for when the URL is generated, so if I go ahead and duplicate this task, and I want to change this task so it's Kith, you can add the URL checkout bank. But this doesn't work anymore. Like there's no point for it. But yeah, that's how you do it. Anyways, is there? I think that's pretty much the simple walkthrough. I'll try to make a little more in-depth guide. Is there any questions that you guys need to? Any questions you guys have about TK?
Justin, do you want to talk about monitor tasks?
I don't even know how to do monitor tasks, man.
It's pretty much the same as NSV, but it doesn't like it won't hit as good as NSV, but it's worth looking at.
So monitor task is you can choose certain web pages, or you can do all web pages, all Shopify. And for example, what came out today was Yeezy 700. So if you put plus Yeezy, comma 700, it'll pull up any product that's Yeezy 700. So if you're gonna do all available sizes, task name, all sites monitor, You can normally do power mode because that's what it is, but this is where a lot of bots have price check just in case of so Yeezys are normally 200. So it was 200 this morning, correct? What was it
Yeah, 200.
200, and I'll put 250 because some web pages like rape charges. I'll monitor tabs with these keywords. Auto start not only reply to monitor. If your keyword picks, they'll automatically start and will task. Okay. So I'll have a task right here and it's pulling products. If a keyword Yeezy 700 pops up, it's gonna create a task, and it's gonna start that task and try to check it out for you. So this is really good for it's like NSV's version of their monitoring task, but I don't know if anybody really uses it. But it's an actual monitor pulls product, and once like for example, if we had that product as Adidas lexicon, it would have created a task for Adidas lexicon and checked it out without doing anything because you already have the keyword, and it goes through all the Shopify web pages. Um, Watchdog is a pretty a unique thing too. So, example, if you were using data center, if you were using Resis and you were wanting to run for foot sites restocks or any restock, so example, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate these a couple times. So just example, all these tasks were the same task as this one. If you, the way the watchdog works is you go ahead and you watchdog this task. So actually, I did that wrong. Remove from watchdog. I go ahead and start this task. Wait, that's weird, isn't?
So Justin, select all the highlight all the tasks that you don't want to be running.
Uh-huh.
Like for that site.
Uh-huh.
And then watchdog, and then.
Oh, okay.
It should only be one task. Yeah.
One task. So the way watchdog works is this product's in stock, so it's gonna do it. So if you notice, like all these tags are waiting for watchdog. If I go ahead and click, start, if it finds the product and it starts adding, uh, if it starts adding the cart, it'll go ahead and run all these tasks and start them. So if you notice how I did that, so that's how watchdog works. So just in case, like just say that Jordan wasn't in stock, it wouldn't have started until the product's in stock and starts adding the cart. This is your CAPTCHA solver. The thing is, like, you should always have a proxy in your CAPTCHA solver. If you don't, it's fine, but it's better if you do. Hit Google login, log into your Gmail or whatever email you're using, then and it'll, you know, it's pretty simple. And reload, then wait for your captchas on pages with captchas. But I wouldn't recommend using TKS for Shopify at the moment until they fix their Shopify tasks. It works, but it's not the greatest. So example.
Guys, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
TKS, a lot of EU sites like Food District, Opening Ceremony. Well, that's not EU, but AIO sites that aren't Shopify, TKS can do good on those sites. Specifically like Essence or Mr. Porter or Opening Ceremony. And they have guides for each of those sites if you guys want to read those, because TKS can cook those.
Yeah, TKS. Yeah, TKS cooks a lot of low-key sites like Opening Ceremony and stuff. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask or any questions? You can go ahead and ask them now. I'll answer them. I'll do a more in-depth guide video for you guys later. I'm, I'm kind of like lazy right now. No questions? Any questions? No questions? Better ask them now. Pretty much just showed you guys how to cook foot sites. I mean, if you do guys have a question setting up and stuff, there's no issue of opening a ticket and we can help you guys. But like I said, I would only at the moment recommend using TKS for foot sites. Um, they are very, this TKS is a very powerful bot for foot sites at the moment. No questions? Nothing? Alright, guess that's the end of the stream then. I mean, if there's any guides, you go through the guides. If you don't know when foot sites restock, since you have the TKS Discord, I highly recommend you guys to go to the TKS Discord and look at their foot set success. So if you notice that people are slowly checking out, like for example, the reason why I knew Bread 11s were restocking because it was like a couple days ago. Let me scroll up. Like people were checking out Bread 11s. So that's the only reason. So like people were checking out Bread 11. So I was like, oh, it tells you what page you're using and when it checked out. So I started my task and I had data centers, so I just kept it running, and that's how I know it's checking out. Um, but this is I normally foot site success is normally what I pay attention to TKS Discord. Um, success I'll tell you like people are checking out. These are the free perks that everybody's checking out. I don't know why, but like if you notice like it doesn't really do well in Shopify if you like scroll through their success, and even in announcements they even says like they're lacking Shopify checkout due to two things. Anti-bot and safe was not 100% working. You know, so they know it's not working, so they're fixing it. But they also have monitors too, um, so you can pay attention to those if you want to. They're all created with TKS Quick Task. So only way Quick Task will work if the Discord is on your server or on your desktop with TKS, and it will create the quick task. If you have your Discord on your computer and your TKS on your server, it will not create the quick task. So yeah. They have lots of guides in TKS too. I haven't been into the TKS chat, but I feel like all other bot channels, a lot of people are trolls. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anything else? No questions? All right, I'm gonna stop the stream.